What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for jumping in to this video slash broadcast right now. My name is Danny Coldblood, aka My Music Vidiot, and we are here in the wonderful world of Grand Theft Auto 5. On the screen just a second ago, you seen the Morse code. That is right, the Morse code Easter egg in L.A. Noire that was just discovered. Definitely check that video out if you missed it, because it was really insane. And you definitely have to check it out. I think I'm going to make a bite-sized, like a little fun-sized video, because that one's like an hour and a half, but it's jam-packed with every little detail that we could have possibly mentioned. You guys got in the chat, and we all discussed and tried to figure out exactly what we could do with all these top secret messages that were meant for secret agents. It's really interesting, so definitely take a look at it. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, we're here in GTA 5. I have some content for you guys coming up, man. I got some really good stuff. You guys are going to really like it. Got some new Easter eggs. I got some really good stuff. I just don't want to ruin anything, but expect it all very soon, within the next day or so. So, that's coming your way. Be excited. I will not let your hopes down, trust me. But you guys know how I do. Once in a while, I'd like to update everybody on my thoughts and kind of do like a little investigation slash interpretation, if you will, of what I think is, within the new added content of the game. So basically, if there's a new car, usually with the vehicles, when there's a new vehicle in the game, I like to take a look at the descriptions. I like to take a look at, what could the other way of looking at the descriptions be, and maybe look at the upgrades for it within the names and, for the liveries and all that stuff. There's usually clues. Like, usually things are named for a reason. They're not just randomly named things. And that's how Rockstar works. We know Rockstar's pattern by now. We know it does definitely help. Sometimes there's fruitful clues that will help us, sometimes not. If you're new and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, well, there's a Easter egg within Grand Theft Auto 5. Even though the game's been out for over 4 years, there's a new Easter egg. Well, not a new Easter egg. It might be new to you if you're new. But, either way, it's called the Chiliad Mystery, basically, which I am starting to make a stand. I want to change it to the Rockstar Mystery, as it does lead to a lot of Rockstar's previous games. Who's to say we didn't miss out on a mystery before? But, either way, there's a mystery in the game. On Mount Chiliad, we have a mural that shows that there's an Easter egg to be cracked. We have yet to crack it, so we all, as a community, have been working hard at doing so, and we know that Rockstar preaches perspective. So that's kind of what these episodes are. Once in a while, I go online, and I do my little interpretation, and I do it live to see what you guys think, and maybe we could do a quick chat before we end out, and then I will be out of here, out of your hair, but I'll be right back in as an infestation of bugs crawling through your scalp. If you guys want to join up for that crazy-ass infestation, I will be doing L.A. Noire in a very short period of time after this broadcast ends. So, without any further ado, disclaimer is now over. Thank God, now we can all relax and have some fucking peace. Anyway, the Kamachukao, what the hell is it called? The Camacho, the Camacho. I'm a macho man, I'm a macho man. So anyway, I bought the Camacho because I'm poor and this was actually affordable. It was in the price range of like $300K, somewhere in there. And Canis was a really awesome brand. I really like it in the game. We know Trevor, Jesus. Trevor drives a Canis body, and we're going to get into that, actually, in the near future. But this is a pretty badass car, and it is really good off-road. I know that that's really nothing to do with what the video is going to be about, but I really do enjoy me off-roading, my friends. I like to go, how do you say, into the mud. I like to be filthy. You want to get filthy? Yeah, let's go get filthy together. Anyway, I really do think it's a kick-ass vehicle. And I figured I'd go ahead and show you guys some of the modifications for it. But also, I wanted to bring up the description of this vehicle and a couple other vehicles, as that's what I do. You guys know that. New tattoos, new hairstyles, whatever they may be. Kind of like to go over them after enough has been released, so we could do a nice chunk at a time. Kind of go over it, see what Rockstar's slipping in, as clues, because they do that. The clues come in the updates, the DLCs, really big red flags to check out and see what could be looked at in a different perspective. Shit, if anything, Rockstar has trained us to look at things in a different perspective. So let's go over to the mod shop. Before we do that, we are actually going to take a look at something that I always find suspicious, and I always compare back and forth, and I think some of you guys probably know this by now. I brought it up before, or even noticed it on your own, but there's usually 2, if not 3 sometimes, descriptions for a vehicle, and that's kind of odd. Why would you do that? Nobody would have cared if you would have just left it at 1. What I mean is, if you go on your phone, and you go to Southern San Andreas, where this car is located, the Canis Camacho, there's a description. Tells you what it's all about. Somewhere in the history of the 4x4, America lost its way. Okay, all this stuff. Now, there's usually another description. And what I mean is, when you're loading the game up, you will get like a marketing ad from Rockstar saying, hey, look it, the Canis Camacho. Well, they have another description. And there's usually a description that you can only find, this is like a special one that you can only see during the loading screens. Now, this is the thing. I've found huge clues in loading screens. That's the time when people usually are scratching their ass, going to grab a cigarette, getting a sandwich. Hey, honey, grab me a beer. Now! Okay, fine, I'll go get my own beer. And you miss it. You just miss everything that's on the screen because it's loading. Who gives a shit, right? Well, sometimes that's what Rockstar wants to take advantage of. They want to kind of hide it in plain sight. They're known for that. Look, in the north of the game, we have that camp, Dignity Village, where it says some look left, some look right, but the answer is right in front of you. So notice how this description says, there's only one thing you look for in a 4x4, simplicity. The simplicity of big wheels and indestructible chases, a cargo bed full of beer, and a few hundred angry horses under the hood. The Canis Camacho. I found an error. Look at that, guys. The Canis Camacho. It changed from Camacho to Camacho in a split second. Oh, my lord. Rockstar, gotcha. Is it an error, or is it the answer? No, for real, though. I think it's just a typo. It says the Canis, whatever, has come to deliver all of that, and pretty much nothing else. Because anything more would just weigh you down. So, basically, you can, normally there's really good stuff. Like, sometimes it's very obvious, if you will. Like, it's popping right out at you, and you're like, holy crap, that's a direct connection. I'm not seeing really much here. Angry horses, I guess you can say, oh, cool, maybe a Red Dead hint. But, RDR2 is coming out soon. So, I mean, maybe I'm missing something, but I do not think that there's really too much into that, right there. I don't want to look too deep into it. Because if it doesn't really strike me right off the bat, then, I'll take another look at it. But if I have to dig that deep, I don't want to start going insane. There's a certain point where you can fucking lose your mind within this Chilean mystery, and that's not what I want to do today. So, no, mommy! That's what happens when you talk too much. You get kicked in the ass, and you fly back to single player. Oh, Lord. Anyway, guys, that's kind of an example, though. Why do they do that? You know what I mean? There's the description in online. No one would care if the loading screen had the same description. You know what I mean? No one would care. Sometimes their website on RockstarGames.com will have, the news will tell you that there's a new vehicle, and sometimes the description there will have something different as well. It usually has some of the same, like it'll say something that's already on the loading screen one or already on the in-game website one, but then they'll add to it. You know what I mean? It'll be a little bit more. So, why is there 3 sometimes? Sometimes it's really, obvious what they're doing. So let's take a look and see what else we got going on here. I'm in a public lobby. I don't like that. Alright, so we know that is a new vehicle. We read the Simplicity one. Now this one says somewhere in the history. I'm telling you, Rockstar is constantly going back to their past. And guys, that's one of the things I'm going to bring up in a couple days. There's a reason for it. Rockstar really, there's a reason for it. Trust me, and I will be blowing mine soon. Somewhere in the history of the 4x4, America lost its way. The seats got too comfy, the suspension got too forgiving, the stylings got too polished. The Camacho is a lifeline thrown across 50 years of compromise, taking you right back to a time when a good 4x4 was used for crossing a desert, not making a school run. See, crossing, it says, back to a time, history. You see how they're doing that? They're constantly referencing the past. I brought this up last time I did a video like this, where almost every vehicle is literally referencing the past. The Albany Hermes is literally taken from it's an Easter egg in its own right. This is an Easter egg. And it's tied directly to the Doomsday Heist, with being released for the Doomsday Heist, but also with the rockets. The V2 rocket in real life, by definition, is tied directly to a real life vehicle called the called the Hermes vehicle. So, Rockstar does that. They love to do it. That's what they do. I remember talking to you guys about the word legend just by itself. The word legend is epic when it comes to the mystery. I went into it. I'm not going to go too much into it now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the video that I have called time travel. I called it, what the hell was it called? I can't even think of the name of it now, man. It's a really good video. It's about time travel, and it talks about how we are in Los Santos in more than one way. Oh shit, someone's getting on the mic here. Yeah, let me go into a private session. Let me go ahead and shout everyone out that's in the live stream right now. What's going on, Rosaline? How you doing? Light Gun Gamer, what's up? What's up, Steve G? What's up, Kairos? What's up, Ashley? What's the car called? It's called the Camacho. You want to know what's really funny, by the way? I looked it up because that's kind of what I do. I look up to see, is it a word? You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it is. And look what I found. What the hell's going on? I heard a bunch of, spaceship shit. I was like, what the frig? Okay, so. Type in the word Camacho definition, right? Let's see what we got here. Everyone wants... Wait, sexy... there's one with a C, so Rockstar is known to do that. They'll change a letter, sexy man, always on the go. Great friend, even better lover. Everyone wants one. Fernando says, sexy man. Girl, I sure wish I had a Camacho for a man. Get a Camacho mug for your dad, Trump. Camacho is rich and may purchase his pleasure when, where, and how he pleases. It's the Japanese word of the day. My students taught me this a few years ago. Although I can't recall the context in which it came up, the word usually written in hiragana is fusing of the verb kama, which means to take care of someone or something, and therefore, and we also see that there is a correct spelling of it as a Japanese slang, and it's someone who wants to get attention from somebody all the time. They don't like to be alone. And it seems to fit what's going on. Rockstar, a lot of money. Rockstar always says, oh, if you're a man that loves the high life, you want to buy this car because, oh, it's so much money. By the way, we have star cards on sale right now, half off on the Xbox Live Store. You know what I mean? Shit like that. So I always check out definitions of things. It doesn't hurt. I found huge clues within the game. I found huge Easter eggs within loading screens. And within, like tire rims. Like, even the rims of the vehicles are named things at times that blow, shit out of the water and connects with a lot of the clues that we found with, the Easter eggs in the game. I found a loading screen at one time. I brought it up in a video. And the loading screen said, on the bottom left, usually, down here, it'll say something like, need help? Why don't you do this? Or, try upgrading your vehicle to win a race, or something like that. You know how they give you those little hints? Well, the one day it said, lies, damn lies. Something about whatever. liesdamnlies.net. Why don't you go and whatever it said. And I said, what the hell? That's not even a website in this game. That's from GTA 4. Like, why are they promoting that website in the damn loading screen? And it was huge because it connects to a huge thing in GTA 4, which, I've already talked about all about that stuff. But that's what I mean, guys. Some people think it's crazy to do what I'm doing. Oh, you're looking too deep. Oh, my God, you're grabbing at a straw. Oh, my God. And I just say, oh, man, play me the violin, because I don't know what to say, because it's there. And you can either see it or you can't. I don't know. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the recent vehicles up into the point of the last vehicle that we brought up. So the last time I think we brought up a vehicle was, it might have been here. I'm not sure. Not too far. We don't got too much to look at today. Before I do so, though, I do want to go ahead and say hello to everyone else that's jumped in. Yes, Rosaline, yes, I was going to get to that. Stop getting ahead of me, Rosaline. Stop ruining my video, Rosaline. Rosaline's talking about numbers on the back. On the back left side of the tailgate. Or not tailgate, what the hell? Like the bed, the truck part. I don't know what the hell it's called. There's numbers, and it made me think of the highway code instantly. But we're going to get to that. Don't worry, Rose. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll get to that. Rockstar gives Jeeps a whole new meaning. Yes, they do, Ashley. Yes, they do. What's going on, Al? What's going on, English Elusive? Who else we got here? What's up, JT Kun? And the dude, how you doing? Light Gun Gamer? Saizen Setsu! Thanks for jumping in. Wait, hold on, what? Inflammation of the foreskin reminds me of your smile. Why? That's so not a compliment. That's... Oh, my lord. Now every time I look in the mirror and smile, I'm gonna think of it... Nah, never mind. Never mind. That was very altruistic of you. Thank you. Alright, guys. So, let's take a look at some of the upgrades for this thing. Actually, did you guys know that you can go in this one too, by the way? I'm not going to get too far off track, trust me. But this is one of the few ones that you can walk inside. And there's some interesting stuff in here, let me tell you that right now. Let me tell you a thing or two or three or four. Like, I don't know, there's just cool things in here. I don't want to get too much into it, but, yeah, if you haven't checked out this little building, it's a little extra place that you could walk into, check out. If you ever can't read something or look in something, I want to give you guys a great tip. A lot of people think that you need to wait till the coders or the data miners release a cleaner, clear picture of something, like the mural, right? The new murals inside of Munchlie. No, you don't. No, you don't. You could do it the way that Rockstar intended you to do it, with your brain and your hunting abilities and persistence. Every time I go into a new area or something I can't see or reach, you hold down and you start recording. Use the Rockstar editor to your advantage. You can free camera the whole entire area, zoom in and out, and get in every little nook and cranny. Trust me, that's what you want to do. That's your tip of the day, and damn it, it's probably the best tip you'll get all damn day. All damn day. Except for maybe ways that you can work on your smile, right, Rose? You mother Hubbard, you.
What can the best mechanic in LS do for you?
Well, can you fix the nuts inside of my brain?
100% guaranteed.
You can, 100% guarantee. Wow. Now that's a custom job. Alright, so for armor, 100%! That's linking to Bigfoot. That's linking... Mystery. Oh my god, it was right before our eyes. Look at the clues, they're everywhere. Oh man, I'm having too much fun with this. Okay, so... bumpers. Let's see if there's anything, bull bar... bully, bull, ramming, bulls that ram and bowling. Oh, nothing really here. My PlayStation character can get everything. He's all good. This character's such a low level, it sucks. Stealth exhaust, huh? See, that's interesting. How many of you guys ever use stealth in this game? How often? Not often, huh? Alright. Retro grill. No! Why did I press that? Oh, oh great, I hit a friggin' wall. Now I have to pay $1 billion for a repair. Come on. Nothing a shark card can't handle, right? Rockstar!
What's wrong with her now?
I don't know. So let's see. There's really nothing with these. Usually it lies into like the liveries and stuff like that. There we go. Hold on a second. I don't want to watch how you twist your fingers. Okay. So retro. See, a lot of the retro. Retro. Going back in time. I wish I wouldn't have taken off the doors because shit's now missing. But anyway. Gold stripe. Pay attention to that. Gold stripe. 70s flashback. You see what I mean? How much from the description to the... They're always telling you, look back, guys. Look back. Mil-Spec Mayhem. Look at this. This is what Rose was talking about. You see that? 01356645452. Now, I wish I knew what the code was. Let me write that down. I want to know what the highway code is. Is this similar or the same? Or could this be figured out like that one part of the highway code? Maybe this does. I mean, what the hell? You never know. It's worth a chance. You know, it's not going to take too long to really work it out. And instead of just saying, probably not, because you would just think, probably not, Rockstar takes advantage of that kind of shit. They know when you feel like it's a probably not, and that's when they do that. Probably not. Nah, there's probably not a golden peyote out there. Nah, yeah, what? It would only spawn on a certain day, at a certain time, with a certain weather? Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not going to spend my time looking for it, that's for sure. See what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about? So maybe. I'm going to write it down and throw it in my back pocket, if you know what I mean. 2-color camo. 3-color camo. Getting frisky. Redneck tuxedo! Now, that's pretty interesting because that reminds me of the hunting. Right? Do we go hunting? Hunting of animals when we're in single player? I don't really do that. Maybe that's something that we should start doing. I don't think it's utilized as often as maybe it should be. True Patriots. put out to pasture. This is kind of like Trevor's truck, right? Kind of looks like it now. There's really nothing there. Nothing there. So there's really not too much with this one. But, I mean, this was a really horrible example. There's this, and you can have, like, a weapons crate in the back. You know what this makes me think of? Like that locked box at the Altruist camp. Right? That only shows up after you complete it and clear it. Then it never shows up again. It's like, huh. What the hell? And now these kind of resemble it extremely, in my opinion. Maybe there's something with all that. I don't know. Duffel bags. Why do we need 5 duffel bags? And that should be it for this. So with that being said, just take in consideration, guys, that, you know, that's why I do this every once in a while. I have a video just like this that comes out every, you know, couple months. And I basically go over everything that's recent and, you know, that's recently been added in the game online. And I take a look at it. If it's a tattoo, if it's a haircut, if it's makeup, if it's new clothing, if it's a new vehicle. And how many times, you know, even that one, the Rockstar Noise t-shirt, that wasn't too long ago. Turns out that when looking at it very closely, there's strings of code written all over it. You know, I mean, this stuff, it's been proven that it's there and that that's how it's implemented. And Rockstar doesn't change their pattern. Usually people and things don't change what they're, you know, accustomed to doing. They are the way they are, and that's the end of it. I don't think there was any new shirts or anything added in. No, there was. There was a Bullseye ammunition shirt. But I don't think that there's any new tattoos or anything like that. But there is other vehicles that I want to bring up. And we'll start and take a look. So we'll start with Legendary. The Fister Neon. This is brand new, and this was foreshadowed. That new radio station, Blondie, right? Brand new radio station, and they were talking about it. I heard it a couple times where they were mentioned the Fister Neon, like they were marketing it on the radio. But there was no Fister Neon. I almost made a video about it, but I didn't, and now I regret it because, you know, it would have been awesome to be able to show that, how Rockstar foreshadows. But they talk about it on there, and then soon, soon after we get it. Now we had the Fister Neon. And it says, when the history of the electric car is written, it will be when the history of the electric car is written. So in the future, basically, when the history of electric cars are written, it will begin with the Fister Neon. Everything else, all the ridiculous eco-vans and hybrid fetishes, has been foreplay. You notice how they foreshadowed with the foreplay? Now Fister have dropped their pants, and the battery-powered action can really begin. Now, that's kind of funny. You know, anytime I see an electric car, I really pay attention to it. I'd like to be able to buy this thing and take a closer look at the upgrades, because with the special edition of this game, when it was released, it came with the blueprint map, right? And the blueprint map with a blacklight revealed secrets and clues on how to help us with the mystery, and also to show us different locations in the game where we can get like certain bonuses, right? Like health or whatever. Now, the thing is, we were given also with the special edition special cars that were only available to those people, and one of those cars was called the Chameleon. And it was an electric car, and on the top of it, on the roof, it had like this like solar, like what's that called? Like a sensor, and it, you know, charges it. It's like a solar charged thing for charging the car up. And and it's called Grid, I think. I believe it was called Grid in the Los Santos Customs when you go to like change it out. And then it's funny because then all they were talking about was Grid this, Grid that, when the Deadline update came out and everything was like from Tron, and all that was, you know, it was a parody of the movie, you know, and it was all about the grid. It's just that's how Rockstar does things. I just really don't know how to prove it. If you don't know, you don't believe it. I don't know how I'm gonna really make it stick. So I just hope that you've been following along and everything's toasty. Not that kind of toasty. Don't start seeing Jesus in your toast and tell me to start staring at rocks. I do enough of that on my own. So, the Ubermacht Revolter. Oh, by the way, I believe that there's another definition for this as well. Let me take a look. I try to screen cap it when I can. Yep, here's one. Boom. Here it is. It was only a matter of time before Pfister took on the electric car market, and they have made quite an entrance. Experience the Neon, and every other car in that class is going to feel like a battery-powered lawnmower. A revolution is coming. This is your chance to be on the right side of it. Battery-powered lawnmower. You want to know how that's interesting and why I feel like that's interesting? You guys all know that the Jack Sheep thing, right? With the R108 and how that was all... in an anagram to say jetpack confirmed over at Mackenzie's Airfield. Well, take a look at this. GTA 5 Jack Sheep lawnmower. Jack Sheep seems to be based on the John Deere, giving that Jack is a common nickname for John, and sheep is just another animal, but with an E at the end. The lawnmower seems to take inspirations from John Deere mowers, mainly the LX models. Lawnmowers, GTA 5 front. So basically, they just brought up lawnmowers, and we know that a lawnmower is something that we have in the game, and it's tied directly to basically an anagram that foreshadowed the future. Jetpack confirmed. So, in a way, that's also, the description for that vehicle is also giving us at least the understanding that it's tied to something that was a clue. So, what is there to see? What are we missing? That's why I would like to take this into the mod shop and get a better look at it. But my ass is a broke ass, and I just don't have the money. I don't have the money. So, that being said, in your line of work, you demand flexibility. You need a car that can blend seamlessly into a line of executive saloons, but not look amiss when it arrives on the red carpet. It needs to look respectable, dropping you off at courts, threatening picking you up from a bowling broke, and when the deal goes south, it needs room for a driver-operator machine gun upgrade. The Revolter can do all that in first gear. Just wait till you see fifth. Now, anytime you see fifth or 5, it's something I always like to pay attention to because of GTA 5, and there's a lot involved with shit like that. Now, it also says Bolingbrook. Rockstar has a friggin' fetish, I swear to God, with bowling. There's something going on. There's a Morse code in the ocean that says, would you like to go bowling? It's basically Roman from GTA 4. We have all those bowling balls and pins as, objects in the stunt designer in this game. You have all of the shit with bowling, like bowling shirts. Like, Trevor's the only one that could buy bowling shirts in the game. Like, what the hell? Why a bowling shirt? There's just a lot of... It's just a lot by now. There's a lot with bowling, and, the prison is one of the places, Bolingbrook Penitentiary, is one of the places where it's not on the radar. When you're in single player, when you're offline, it doesn't show up on the map. But when you're online, it does. And I talked about that in a previous video with the Maverick helicopter, and how the Maverick is actually an on/or an offline radar system in real life. And when you're offline, you can see certain things, and when you're online, you can. And that's kind of what Rockstar did with the map, right? Fort Zancudo and the prison are both visible online, but not offline when looking at the pause menu map. So, just something to think about. They're talking about the red carpet. We know movies are a direct association with almost every part of the game. Okay, Rockstar loves to basically redo a movie scene or do a little parody of something tied to a movie. It's just, the definitions sometimes give insight, give clues, foreshadow, or just kind of hint to things that you already have an understanding of, but kind of just confirm that you're right when that little, sliver of doubt enters your brain. So we got the Revolter, the Grotti GT500. If you're looking for a car that puts function ahead of form, you're in the wrong boutique. Sure, you could try to drive the GT500 straight from A to B, but on the way you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out, motherfucker, that taking in pretty much on the alphabet, okay? And there's been something else in Italian. The only choice is the cigarette, I suppose. So basically, I'm just seeing shit here. Take a look at this, guys. A to B. We know Alpha to Omega is A to Z, and then they include it. Okay? A to B, we have Franklin when he gets high, say, am I an A or am I a B? Or maybe I'm a C. But I think I'm a B, or I like to be an A. And he goes like A, B, A, B, A, B, right? And people thought that that might be a hint to maybe the heists in single player. You know, option A or option B. Maybe that was the order, the way he says it when he gets high. But then there was also the intro of the game in the prologue when Trevor goes, ba 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 ba. Right? B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A. So it really makes you think, is that something? And now you're seeing it again right here in the description from A to B. And then you see that they include the whole alphabet. You'll find you're taking in pretty much every other letter of the alphabet, which is now A to Z. And they're spelling out something obscene in Italian. What's crazy is I think there's so much clues to letters that could be spelling out something. Look at the churches, the signs in front of the churches. There's so many missing letters on things. Go find your elf on the top of the mountain, right? There's so much stuff. The word arc and stuff is inside of that big sign over by the rail yard in La Mesa when you do the mission shop. There's just a lot of examples of that in the game. What are they trying to hint at? I don't know. Maybe they're just messing around. I don't know. Your only choice is to light a cigarette, strike a pose, contemplate how stunningly attractive this car makes you look, and enjoy the ride. And then we have the Lampadati Viserys. There's a lot of things to look like. There were a lot of things to look like. What the hell? There were a lot of things to like, damn it, about the Lampadati Viserys. The smooth handling, the chiseled good looks, the salt of the earth engineering. More than anything else, you had to love the unmistakable roar of an animal, or of a barbaric V8. But if you thought that was sweet, sweet song. Haha! Song. Guys, so much with the sound lately, and the music, and the sound, and the Easter egg with Bigfoot and the Beast, listening to the howls, listening to the roars of the beast, right? That's how the Bigfoot and the Beast Easter egg went. You had to get the Bigfoot, and then you had to find the beast by listening to the howls and the roars of the beast. Unmistakable roar of the barbaric V8. But if you thought that sweet, sweet song couldn't be improved, do you guys see exactly what they're doing here? There's something that we made it missed. And I've been telling everybody from the start, I think we need to do that Beast and Bigfoot Easter egg without cheats. I have still yet to see proof. People have said it, but I don't believe it. I want to see proof of somebody doing the Bigfoot and the Beast Easter egg without cheating, without altering the weather. Doing it naturally, flowing it naturally through the game. Why are they throwing us back to that again? Okay, but if you thought that sweet swing song couldn't be improved, you were wrong. Offset by the rattle of a snake in Red Dead Redemption 2, of twin forward-facing machine guns, it takes on a whole new depth of character. A whole new depth of character. Anis Silvestra. I'm not sure if this is the one that we did last time. Back in the 70s, a Silvestra was a car that your parents banned from the house after it pissed engine oil on the carpet and dry humped your dad's shafter, taking all the power and presence of a big American sports car and boiling them down to a concentrated dose of rage. The Rage engine. This little pit bull. Chop. Peyote. Okay, guys, I could go on and on. You guys see what I'm talking about here. I don't have to do this anymore. What else didn't I bring up in here? I think we brought up everything here. Let me take a look at this. Look at this, data mined. Talking about going in the coding and getting, oh man. Guys, this shit's in here, I'm telling you. I swear to you it is. I'm not just pulling on your tail, man. I swear to God. So I like to do that. Let's see, is there anything new here? Nope. Any new boats? I was just driving that in yesterday's live stream of GTA 4. That mofo in GTA 4 is slower than shit. Let's see, anything new here? Nope. Alpha to Z. See what I'm saying? Let me show you guys what I was talking about with this Maverick. Actually, never mind. You can watch the video. It's a good video. You need to watch it. You need to watch it. So basically that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of go over that stuff. You know, there's a new vehicle, and there's new descriptions. Let me see if any of that other stuff is in any of my recent captures. A couple of those other vehicles that we mentioned. What's this one? Okay, here's a different definition for that Revolter. In your own mind, you're something a little more important than an ordinary executive, and you need something that's a little more than an ordinary luxury sedan, something with more power, more presence, more room for a forward-facing machine gun mount. Now in showrooms across Los Santos, the Ubermacht Revolter is your definitive statement of fast, lethal intent, and massive ego. We know ego is a huge deal, right? Especially with the new clues in Mount Chiliad with the 4 new murals. We know ego and Freelander, and the symbol that's on the new mural is the symbol on Freelander's website. So yeah, they're doing it, guys. They won't stop, and they're gonna not stop until we solve it. What's this one? That's the hardest target thing. That is the neon again, which we can delete. I don't think that I have anything else. Oh, here's that Ubermacht Sentinel. New to the dirt tracks of San Andreas, the Ubermacht Sentinel Classic has a little something for everybody. It's got the ego. See, again, ego. Ego of a road legal vintage sports car, and the id. There's the ego, the id, and the super ego, I believe. That's how it is. There's 3 of them. Of a no-nonsense street racer. Or the id, the it, and the ego? I can't remember. There's 3 of them. But if you want to see it really shine a light on the things you do, you're just a stripped-out interior and some pop-up headlights away from taking it off-road and never looking back. Yes, it has the super ego of a maniac. Okay, yeah, so the id, the ego, and the super ego. You see how they just brought up all 3? They brought up all friggin' 3. Smacking them cheeks. So, definitely take a look at descriptions when you guys can. Pay attention to loading screens. The truth is out there. Just like Clifford has 3 F's in his name. And F is the 6th letter of the alphabet. 666. It's an I in a triangle. Illuminati confirmed. Oh, baby, now what do we do? So, that's kind of what I wanted to do today. There's your dose of my interpretations and clues, and looking at things in a different perspective as we dig into some of the newest stuff that Rockstar has released in GTA Online. Hope you guys enjoyed the little episode here. And I really need you guys to stay tuned. I know this probably wasn't one of the best videos I've done. They're usually, a lot of time hunting isn't fun. It really is. Sometimes hunting is really boring. You gotta do a lot of looking, a lot of researching, and then when you hit those certain jackpots, that's when it's worth it. But I wanted to start involving you guys more in the process of how I hunt. A lot of people, that's one of the main things I get questions on. Hey man, what's some tactics? What do you do? How do you hunt? I want to become a better hunter. All that. So that's kind of why I'm doing it. It's just better, I think, to share with the team, with you guys, exactly how how it goes, and then you guys share your things, and together we unite, and as a unit, I'm sure we could solve this Chiliad mystery sometime soon. So, let me know what you guys think of the new vehicle. Personal review, quickly, before we end out. I love this thing. This is not a letdown. This is actually a beast maniac of a truck. I'm telling you, this thing can climb up a mountain. It's beast. It's beast. I really think it's a kick-ass vehicle. Definitely worth the price. And definitely think about it if you are a Jeep fan. I'm a huge Jeep fan, but if you're not, if you like to go off-roading at all, think about getting this vehicle. Just for fun, you know, not for the mystery, not for anything else, just for a good time, kick ass. You know, it's got 4 doors, so you get to have fun. Your friends get to jump inside. I'm not sure if they can get in the trunk or not, but it's pretty damn cool, man. I think it's fun. So, and now it drowned and died. Or did it? Ah. Well, here I am, sad and lonely, howling at the moon in a broken down truck in the Alamo Sea. That's what happens when you don't learn. When you don't learn. Sad. Very sad. Stay tuned, guys. I'm going to jump on LA Noire and progress through that. As we know, there's a new mystery found within that game. Could be tied to everything that we see today. Let's see here. What do we got in the chat? Let me just see what you guys are saying before I leave. If there's any questions or anything that you guys were saying, I don't want you to feel like you were ignored. So let's just take a look. Man, you guys are really talking there. It's awesome. I love it when you guys get involved in the chat like that. That's really kick-ass. Hopefully you guys all stay tuned. Give it 5-10 minutes. I'll be on LA Noire. It's going to be an awesome stream. It's going to be a good time. What's going on, K Studios? What's up, Captain K-Man? We got Alex Marquez. How you doing? Saizen Satsu, trust me, in a day or two you will definitely think differently. I'm releasing some awesome shit. Just stay tuned, buddy. It's all right. Just trust me on this one. Trust me on this one. What's coming soon is going to be groundbreaking. What's up, Yesful Man? What's up, Matt Willis? Let's see, who else is in here? I'm trying to read what you guys are saying at the same time. Yeah, that's always a good idea. I've always thought about following like certain helicopters, you know, driven by the NPCs. You never know; they could be on a route to some. You know, you never know what locations they'll go to. It's a good idea. What's pre-recorded? Yes, man, what are you talking about? What's pre-recorded? I didn't understand that. See, the thing is, Saizen Satsu, like, look at what's already been. Look at the stuff. You know, some people thought, "Oh, you're crazy." You know, they thought I was nuts. But then I'm not trying to brag, or I'm literally doing this to show a point here. I shown clues. People thought I was nuts with them, and then look what happened. Literally like weeks or a month, or whatever later. Everything that I followed with the clues, and I swore I was on to something, and everything I predicted literally came true. With the Smuggler's Run update. I literally was talking about Smuggler's Run and how Rockstar's connecting it huge, and people are like, "Oh, you're going nuts." They're not talking about Smuggler's Run. That's an old game they made a long time ago. They're not going back to that. And then, boom, we have an update called Smuggler's Run. Like, how the hell would I know how to do that? You know what I mean? I wouldn't know that. I can't read the damn future. The same thing happened with the underground bunkers. How did I do that? How did I know about the flying, the warfare? The attack vehicles in the sky? I didn't know that either. I found the clues with the gun running update on the on the back or on the signs from the bunkers, right? They said Sentinel and something else on there, and all that connected to a guard and a watch for an airport or an air military thing. And remember all those clues, and people thought I was crazy with that, and it wasn't good enough that I predicted the smugglers run update, but then I had to predict the flying shit. So I mean, it's not that. I just wish people would see these trends and understand that maybe I know what I'm talking about. Just, you know what I mean? Maybe I do know what I'm talking about. I really wish you would see that. I wish people would understand that. I'm not just both. I wouldn't waste my time or your time. I wouldn't waste our time, dude. I wouldn't waste our time talking about shit that I don't think is, you know what I mean? And it's been proven time and time again that it turns out to be the way it is. What happens. So I don't know. But hopefully, it works out, and I hope you end up seeing what I'm trying to say here, man. You've been a long time viewer of the channel. I would hate to have you think that it's just a bunch of hogwash. Yes, I will be playing story mode 2 very soon. I started the update. The game playthrough, but then I got with the other game playthroughs, and I should have put it out yesterday, but I'm going to maybe talk about it today. The schedule. Every night, a different broadcast for a different Rockstar title. And then, that's just the backbone of the week. There'll still be regular GTA 5 videos that come out throughout as well. Oh, you thought this was a pre-recorded video? No, man, this is not pre-recorded. How would I know to shout you out? How would I know that you're here? Oh, that's fine. Saizen Setsu, that is fine. Disagreeing is almost key. Honest. If we don't disagree, we're never going to open each other's eyes to certain things. Sometimes you need someone to check your ass and put you back in line if you're, that's why it's teamwork. I appreciate it, and that's why, I do take into consideration everything, but I just don't want you thinking that, that it's just a bunch of shit, because, bro, I know how it sounds. I'm a logical person. I know that if I just tuned in and I didn't know who this guy was talking, I'd think he was a fucking conspiracy theory crazy loony bin. But we know that that's... If nothing would have ever been proven, or any of the stuff I've talked about, foreshadowing and coming true, it never came true. If nothing ever was, came of this, I would quit by now. I would just say, fuck it, I'm nuts. I'm nuts, and this is all a bunch of shit. But there's been things that have been found. There's been Easter eggs that have been found. There has been so much that has been, that has came true. How, that people would never have been able to figure out, unless they followed this. So, it's what Rockstar wants. They almost want you to appeal to people in a way and appear to be nuts, right? They don't want everybody in on this, because then it's going to be solved too quickly. That's why we're the minority. Out of every single person that plays GTA 5, I'd say percentage-wise, we are the minority of all the different branches of communities that can be out there. Like the racers, this and that. Yeah. Us hunters, we're the smallest. We're like maybe 8% of the total amount of players that play the game. There's so many people that play this game. 8% is still a big number, but not when you're looking at it compared to everyone else that plays. So they want you to look like that little conspiracy crazy group. But hey, we're the ones that are going to be laughing in the end, my man. Hey, what's up, 1X? Try again 4. What's up, Mac Highlights? What's up, Sam Olds? Yes, the dude. I'd love for you to talk about that guy, Obey. We got to do our video soon, because our new video coming out, it totally depends on what's going to be coming out on my channel, because I have to release something huge, dropping something big. I'm dropping a bomb, guys. Dropping a bomb on this damn mystery. A big bad bomb. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and drag this out. Thank you guys out for jumping in. I hope you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna be coming live right away. Like, give me 5 minutes. I'm coming right back at you live for another broadcast, and we're gonna try to finish out some of our LA Noire. I'll have the face cam up, and yeah, we'll discuss everything. And since my save point is right there at that new Morse code that was found, the new Easter egg, we'll go ahead and look at that one more time before we start the stream off. So that's really cool and exciting as well. The game's been out for how long? It's been out since 2009, and now there's a new discovery. Come on, guys. Us hunters. The world, gamers everywhere need us hunters to find all the secrets for them, right? Anyway, take it easy, motherfuckers. It's been a good one. I love you all. What's up, Depus? And, Depus, stop it. Oh, man, you guys get me. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, I'll talk to you guys all later. See you in the near future, guys. Until next time, take it easy. Ta-ta, and as motherfucking always. Peace.